Welcome back to Rodeo's Finest and guest. We've got in the house Mr. TUF Cooper. Well, Dale, yeah.
Oh, cut it off. Sorry.
Please don't Snapchat during our interview, if you would. You've done a lot of interviews, haven't you?
Just building up a good resume.
When did they start?
Not any interviews like you've recently done, Mr. Joe Rogan.
Oh, shucks. Yeah. Had to go on there and represent.
Yeah, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you. I wish I had.
Wasn't me, then I guess you.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you were probably just busy.
I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I reached out to TUF Cooper. His agent hasn't got back to me, so we went with Dale Brisby. Yeah, one of the two.
No, man, awesome job. Congrats. That's a huge milestone for the entire industry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
did my best. I wanted to represent my faith and rodeo, which we didn't get to go into faith much, which is fine. It was just a quick conversation. But, yeah, getting to talk about bull riding and rodeo and ranching, and, I kind of explained the differences in roughies and Tommies.
Yeah.
And talked about, the riff that we like to give each other. But essentially, and I told him, I said, we're all cowboys.
Right.
And we've all got the same goal in mind, which is to advance the industry and the lifestyle.
Bingo. Yeah, that's what, when he asked the questions, like, why is everyone so, like, happy that wears a cowboy hat? And that I just think, I was thinking about that, your answer, and I was thinking about what the answer is, because there's many, actually, but I think that it's just because God is so enrooted within our industry that it's just it's a lot easier with the right people around you to, to see that light and to, share that smile and to share the thing that we love so much, and it's just being passionate about being a cowboy.
Yeah.
Loving life and loving the Lord and loving your family and loving this awesome country we're in.
It's also the epitome of freedom.
Yes.
And I tried to communicate that part. I was talking about Clear Lake, South Dakota. I actually meant Granite Falls, Minnesota. I get the two mixed up in my mind, but it's funny because I said I'll never forget standing in Clear Lake, South Dakota, but I meant
you're picturing
actually
forgot, in Minnesota,
and I meant Granite Falls, Minnesota. But like just the epitome of freedom, standing on the back of the chutes at a rodeo that you entered and you drove there. It's your money that's on the line, and you're about to do a thing, whether it's rope a calf or ride a bull, and you've got not only the adrenaline of participating in the event on top of an animal, but also just the freedom of living that lifestyle. And that's why I think if you don't get chills during the national anthem at a rodeo, then you may not. You ain't no cowboy. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
Because as a cowboy, you get to love and respect that freedom.
Whenever they are singing that wonderful song, it's
there's nothing like it.
It's touching.
And we get to be kind of a picture of what the ranching industry has. They're just out in the middle of a pasture.
Yes, sir.
They're still calf roping. It's just not getting filmed.
Yeah, that's what I try to just put myself in a state of gratitude and thankfulness from the Lord of, the job that I get to have. Ultimately, I think, all of our main jobs is to, just be a light for the Lord. And that's what, right now I'm getting to do is travel to rodeos and go and compete and represent, our industry. And I've, I'm human and I've made, all the mistakes in the world. And when God can still use me to be a light, it's humbling. It's very humbling. And I just try to take that very serious, because there's so many little kids, there's so many parents, grandparents that are watching, even if it's for a brief moment. And what I try to do a lot is, after I compete, is to ride my horse over to the side of the arena and let some little kids come up and pet it, and just to touch, who we are, just to kind of get a glimpse of who we, try our best to represent.
Has that changed for you? Like, I feel like sometimes as younger rodeo cowboys, people could sometimes take it for granted, but now that you've been, what is this, your 10th NFR?
15th.
15th.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, started young.
15 NFR. So
Yes,
you're
sir.
going into your 15th NFR.
In the 15th position.
How has that changed for you over a decade and a half?
I feel like I've experienced quite a lot of, the highs, the lows, all the emotions. It's been an amazing journey. I have goals to continue to do this as long as, the good Lord will allow me to, this to be my mission. There's so many great rodeos. They're getting better. The desire comes and goes. It's something that I think you have to, implement. You have to ask the Lord, to continue to renew your strength, and be around the right people. It's really important. And most importantly, I think just have fun. Having fun. If you're just having fun, and you're focused on the good, not the bad, it's easier to have fun. Because we're all down here in this world.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be of the world.
Yeah.
My desire is to be, with God and serving a wonderful God. And the more I can focus on that, the more I can have fun. It seems to be.
Yeah. What's it like being a rodeo and being a new dad?
Oh my goodness! So I have a daughter that's just turned 1 year old.
You named after me, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
I heard that.
Champ of the world. Her name's True Fashion.
True Brisby Fashion.
It's the coolest. I was fortunate enough to get an RV and travel around and take my family with me. It's actually strange because now there's a new number one, and it's her, and it's my head's, what can I do and be there for her? And, I forget sometimes that, hey, I gotta go provide, not just,
Yeah.
just watch her walk around all day.
Yeah.
And you gotta have a good team. Her mama is wonderful.
How does it work since your wife does all the driving, and so you just sit in the back?
I am back to driving now. I'm back to driving. Yeah, back to
Okay.
driving. Yes,
I see. I got you.
It is. It's awesome. It is. I don't want to spend more than 2 or 3 days away from her, but you got to win. You got to win to be able to run the schedule that I would like to run. So,
you can't both be stay-at-home parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, somebody's got to go bring home the bacon.
Yes, sir.
So, have you come in at number 15th in any of your other NFRs?
No, sir. This is the first time to start the show.
So you've got a hill to climb.
Oh, I'm just there to have fun, and be prepared showing up, and be able to be ready to do my absolute best, and be ready to stay focused on my job, and just let God handle let God handle the hill that's there to climb, and He knows the outcome, and I'm just there to, at 15th, there's no pressure this year. I'm literally $180,000 behind first, which, there's a lot of money in Vegas. It's not even something that I'm honestly focused on. It's just to really have a great NFR, and see what happens, but also just have a great building year. Honestly, I would have personal goals to have my best performance, have the go execute 10 runs around the neck clean, make good smooth runs, win the average, and set myself up for next year, and be ready to have a great season and come back, because every time you have an NFR the next year, it impacts your next year at the NFR. You have a bad NFR. I've seen them. My very first year, actually, brother-in-law Trevor, he said, "Look, we got to have a good NFR. Your first year, it's very important. Go catch, tie 10 down, have a good NFR. It's very important for your career, not because you start that thing with confidence. You start your first year with confidence, and that just parlays into every year that you go out there. So, I don't have any plans to do anything crazy. You 15th position, you're like, you got a free roll, or whatever.
You bet.
We're just there to continue to build on this wonderful thing that we get to do, and it's calf roping.
Yeah. Cool. Where do you stay when you go out there?
I stay at the Palms.
Okay.
We're having nightly entertainment, after party. Please come join us.
Gotcha.
We're there at the Palms Hotel. It's a little bit off, it's not on the strip. It's right on the other side of the interstate, so it's quiet. But they have everything. They have all the amenities. It's cool. We're just starting the program. Kind of started it last year. This is be year 2. I suspect that it would be it's going to be a fun place to go, and in the years to come.
Yeah, we're staying in an Airbnb.
So, wonderful.
Interns. Yeah,
yes,
this will be the second year we do it. Got a heated pool.
Oh, and, wonderful.
Yeah, so I love staying in those casinos. I enjoy blackjack, and so I love going to them and staying there, and they've always got good food. Those are a good time. I just, with the team, the number of people I had, we just decided to go the Airbnb route this year. But
yeah, I asked Clay O'Brien Cooper, who made the NFR like 30 times, my first year. I said, hey, so where are you staying? What casino are you staying at? And he's like, I'm renting a house.
Yeah.
He said, I've been there and done that.
Yeah.
He said, it's just a lot easier. It's a crazy 10 days out there. A lot of fans are out there. A lot of people come for a lot of different reasons. So yeah, I would love to invite you and your whole crew out to the Palms one evening if you ever want to come over.
Yeah,
would love to host y'all
we do
dinner
like to,
or anything like that.
Yeah, we do like to 1 or 2 evenings go out and see everybody and do the deal. It's just such a long time.
Oh right.
If you were staying there,
my goodness.
if it was a 3-day deal, like a weekend rodeo, and then you're out of there, like it's easy. Yeah, just go stay at one of the casinos and enjoy yourself. But when contestants, you guys are out there like 15 days.
Well, the crazy thing for us is we're out there competing for, the dreams that we have, but we're also out there handling business, handling sponsorships. We're getting pulled in, 50 different directions. But that's really our, 10 days to, of opportunities, what I call it. And it's, what do you want to do with your time?
Yeah.
And, of course, I want to spend it with family. I want to, you focus on your job, but it's also, sponsorship engagements and new opportunity to, make connections and to see, where you can grow your brand and your name.
Yeah. Well, sounds like a winner mindset going in. I mean, to number 15, you know what it's like to trot down that alleyway. You know what it's like to go in the grand entry and back your horse into the box. And so can't wait to watch TUF Cooper compete. But
you probably won't watch the calf roping.
You caught me. You caught me.
Don't lie to us.
Yeah, usually I'm getting dinner ready at the Airbnb, and I got an alarm set for the bronc riding. And you'll be lucky if I watch the bull riding. For some reason, people think that I party hard in Vegas. Like I might stay out till 11 p.m. one night. Usually, though, I got to look up and see who won the bull riding.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm gonna probably be asleep by the time the bull riding starts.
It's you have a lot of engagements yourself.
Yeah,
throughout the
day.
Day.
It's all day.
Everyone's there to see you.
Yeah, right. And then hopefully they get to run into TUF Cooper.
Yeah, exactly. Which hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, you and Trevor and Shane, y'all were the first rodeo cowboys that I sent rodeo time apparel to.
We were.
You made a video. Shane and Trevor sent me pictures. Man, I remember that like it was yesterday. It was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. Yeah, I remember posting those. Yeah, it was the On to the Next One shirt.
On to the next one.
Yep.
Old son.
Yes, son.
Sir.
On to the next one.
Absolutely. I probably still have them.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, cool deal. Well, thanks for coming on, my man. And before we part ways, what rock and roll denims do you wear? Probably the Dale Brisby?
Yeah, of course, the Dale Brisby.
Not the TUF Cooper.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
The Reflex, I like the stretch. It makes it awesome for performance riding. Very comfortable driving. Flying on planes. I absolutely love the Reflex. And tip, I will do a wash and fold and then a starch. I'll go back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, the wash and fold keeps them like we'll say shrinks them a little bit, makes them nice and tight, and then they put them on, they'll loosen up. And then you'll have your, of course, the starched, that they're pressed, that the jeans will, look sharp, but then they'll be fuller then. So if you want them a little bit tighter, do a wash and fold, and they feel good.
A little more thought than I've put into it, but I'm going to try that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to try that.
Oh, yeah.
So TUF Cooper, ladies and gentlemen, look out for him at his 15th NFR this year at the 2023 Rock and Roll Denim NFR. Pow, pow, and on to the next one.